everyone. Now we go to the second segment. Welcome to the virtual workshop on how to promote Indonesian products through social media, organized by the Consulate General of Republic of Indonesia in Houston. We have the second speaker, Abigail Rose, co-founder of the Blended Sense from Austin, Texas. Abigail is an actress by trade with a long career in theater, film, and also commercial work. She brings her passion for storytelling and creativity to Blended Sense, the media tech company she founded alongside with her husband. Blended Sense is on a mission to empower the small business owner and stimulate the local creative professional economy. Their technology connects the right creative teams to the right small businesses to reliability produce and distribute tailored digital assets quickly. Now, I would like to invite Abigail with the topic how to create interesting and effective digital photo, video content in marketing strategies through social media. Abigail, please.
Well, thank you for that beautiful introduction. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited. I think this is the biggest Zoom call that I've been a part of, and it's so exciting to still have connection despite the fact that we are all inside and in many different places right now. I think there couldn't be a better time to talk about how you can utilize digital storytelling for social media, especially as people are yearning for connection and they're yearning for entertainment and information. And as a business owner, you have the opportunity to utilize so many creative tools that you have access to already. You don't need to have fancy cameras or good lighting, but just with a simple couple tools, such as a nice bright window. Everyone has one of these. And your computer, you can make really meaningful content that is going to give you that ROI that we were just talking about in the previous presentation with Dr. Sunny. So I've put together a presentation. I'm going to share my screen now. And today we're going to be talking about how to create interesting digital content for effective social media marketing. And it might feel overwhelming with your inability to service your customers in a normal way right now. At Blended Sense, we're experiencing this exact problem. We are both technology, but also a very service-oriented company where that we provide photos, videos, audio, and copy to small business owners on a subscription basis. And being limited to our houses right now, not being able to go out and produce and have normal productions has been overwhelming for us. And so we've had to figure out how do we pivot and provide content services in the middle of this chaos. And so I think I'm going to spin a little bit of my information so that it feels relevant to today's landscape. So when we're thinking about creative content, we think about this word a lot at Blended Sense called creative intelligence. It's smart, it's effective, and there's purpose behind it. And when we think about social media, we think about two things. You're winning at art, which are creative assets, or you're winning at math, which is that ad strategy where you're calculating your customer acquisition costs over lifetime value. And it used to be one or the other, but with social media, everything is now both. You can win at creating very effective content and at the same time have a great ad strategy. We're not going to go too much into the ad strategy today in my presentation. I have a feeling that my next colleague is going to be leaning a little bit more into that. So we're going to focus on the storytelling part over here, this art. Does everyone know who this is?
This is our saying. Don't focus on what others think, do, or say. We won't have a fighting chance on digital platforms if you think that way about what you're creating, so just let it go. And I think that's really the most important thing to consider. You might feel a little bit hesitant to put content out there, wondering, is it going to get enough likes and shares and comments? But most importantly, you just have to put it out and see how it performs, and then you can adjust from there. But if you hang on to it, you'll never actually know, is it connecting to my audience? So 3 hacks to really create quickly and then publish to get it out there. These are things that you can do right now in your home, whether your restaurant is still doing takeout orders, you're working with a small team, you're trying to figure out how do you change what your current product is to fit more of this at-home lifestyle we're all faced with right now. But the 3 things you can do already without having any creative background or many tools, you can capture moments that matter. So these can be photos, videos, audio clips, copy, numbers on data about how many orders you're getting a day. Don't limit your creativity. The second hack is to give us context, and you can do this in the copy that accompanies your posts, your newsletter, a blog. Give us context as to what your digital asset is giving the extra edge to stand out. So why is this important? And then that final piece is give. What can you offer your audience for free? What's going to give them value? What makes them feel like, wow, I feel really cared about by this business owner? So the first kinds of content that you can create right now are moments that matter. And I'm sure there's a lot of them as we're all experiencing a significant change in business. So here are some examples of the key pieces of authenticity. That's what audiences are really looking for. What feels authentic? What is real? While stock photography is great, a photo off of your phone over what's really happening in your day-to-day life will always get more likes than a stock photo off the internet. Here are some examples. So you can record your meetings. Are you having daily check-ins with your team? Is there any inspiration that you're sharing with your team that you want to share with your community? Many ways you can do this. You can set up your phone and record that meeting. You can just take some audio off of your meeting. Maybe someone says a really great quote and you grab a capture of that. Or if you're doing something like this, for example, my business has recently been presenting a lot of webinars to our customers. And so we're recording all of those meetings and then turning them into videos that we can post later on YouTube that can get reused for more education for other people who maybe missed that conference. This is an amazing time to get customer testimonials and customer reviews. So you can do this really easily by creating a testimony on your phone where you put out an ask to your customer. Hey, we are looking for all kinds of feedback on what you loved about our service so far. You can send them a Google form with some quick, easy fill in the blank kinds of answers and make it really easy for them to show value. It's no surprise that people rely on social media now when it comes to purchasing. So before they go eat at a restaurant, buy a new product, they're looking up on their phone for reviews, social media engagement. And even a 5-star restaurant with 2 reviews is going to fall short when a 4-star restaurant with 100 reviews comes first. So you can also ask customers to film themselves, giving you a quick 30-second, hey, this is what we love so much about coming into your store. And then this one is a little bit more extensive, but you can start a podcast. You can start a podcast with another business owner who's in the same vertical as you. Have a conversation about what you're dealing with right now when it comes to figuring out how do we continue to keep our doors open? Maybe you interview different chefs or cooks or other kinds of people who help your business move forward. The sky's the limit. You can do this through your computer. So you can set up a Zoom call just like the one we're on now with just one person. You can record the entire thing. So say you don't have access to a great microphone, just use your computer, plug in your headphones, make sure your audio is nice and close to your mouth. Put yourself in some sort of closed off space. I recommend putting a rug or a towel under the ground so it can absorb a little bit of that reverb, but it's really easy to get the conversation going. And this is what customers want to see right now. What is happening behind the scenes that move your business forward every day? Here's some more examples. So this one, maybe your restaurant or your business is going through some fundraising like mine is right now. You can record yourself pitching and ask for your customers' feedback on your progress. It's really transparent, and maybe you embarrass yourself and get a few laughs. People love comedy. I think this one's really powerful. Share a day in your life. So jump on your phone a couple times a day, show what you're working on, show what you're doing, and post it to your social media live story or post it right on your news feed. And again, give it context. So why are you doing what you're doing? How is that going to affect your bottom line, et cetera, et cetera. You can also share your routine as a business owner. So what are the things that you do every day to check your books, check in on customers? What marketing initiatives are you trying to take? We love the saying at Blended Sense, teach to learn and learn to teach. There's so much value in not just, you don't want to keep what you've learned yourself, right? So many of us as business owners had to go through a lot of trial and error. We didn't go to business school. We didn't learn how to do this thing. We had to figure it out on our own. And you'd be surprised how much response you'll get from sharing small tips and tricks about how you handle payroll, how you put together a special. And you can do this again on videos, photos, and in written copy. So I think that's something in social media we get really caught up. Okay, we have to have good photos, we have to have really eye-catching videos, but you can also have copy. These can come in the form of a newsletter with a single photo. This can be a really engaging post where the copy really goes into detail about how this person can learn from you. And then of course, you want to show that you support others in your community and you're connected to other people around you. So are there other business owners who inspire you? Are there guests who come into your restaurant who you'd love to do a feature on and tell their story? And then of course, context. So the 3 hacks that we had, this final one is really important. When did this thing happen? Where did it happen? Why did it happen? And how did it happen? You can do on a social media post a nice photo and then fill in all this information in the actual copy. Also, you want to think about the timing. So it's not just when, where, why, and how, but what time of the day are you posting this? It does come through a little bit of trial and error, and you can use the data that comes right on some of these apps to figure out, oh, at 3 p.m. I got the most likes I've ever gotten on a Thursday. That's a really great time for me to post my testimonial story. And then lastly, give, and give some more. Be generous, because social interactions come before business transactions. So even though we are on the social media channels and our intention is to sell, we do want to create some sort of genuine and authentic moment with each other before we share what our business or our product is. Here are some great examples of ways you can do that. So do you have any free samples that you can exchange for reviews or content? So like we said, you can ask your customer to, hey, would you mind getting on camera and giving me a 30-second testimonial, and I'd love to give you a 25% off coupon or a free lunch. Is there information that we don't know that you want to share? So is this some secret business hack that you've figured out that other business owners would benefit from? Customers love to see that you are not just holding on to your wealth, and that includes your knowledge, but that you share. And people are attracted to givers. They want to be around community. And especially right now, as a lot of people are struggling, I think this could be the most powerful thing you can do right now, is create content around giving. So again, that's education. Is there expertise that you can share with your audience? You can also give updates, what's happening in your day-to-day. I think a lot of people are wondering, how are businesses staying afloat right now? How are they surviving? Are they paying their employees? Did they have to go through some really hard cuts? Are they making an entirely new product? Today I saw a favorite restaurant here in Austin that usually does takeout, created take-home family meals that you can cook together with your family. And I think that's a great example of taking lemons and making them into lemonade. Now, not only are they saying, we have a product for you, but it's going to give you this family experience right in your house at a price point that's affordable. We understand times are tough, and we want you to still feel connected to us. We care about you. And then, of course, entertainment. Don't ghost and post. Engage with your audience. So once you put something out there, whether that's on YouTube or on social media, and somebody says something, you want to make sure that you're commenting back, because the content still continues right there in the comment section. So click on that person's profile. Go check out a photo. See what they like. Come back, comment back to it. Hey, thank you so much for the post. Oh, I really love that picture of your puppy. People want to feel like you know them.
Right, Abigail. And you only have 1 more minute.
You got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly skim over this last piece, because this is something I think Tristan's going to be going into anyways. Content is king, distribution is queen, and distribution right now is free. Back in the olden days of TV and print, it was a pretty penny to advertise your business. You can use any of these social media channels for free, because it is everywhere. Content is all over social media, email, websites, blogs, video streaming, television. You name it, you're going to find content. Dr. Sunny previously touched on this, but we want to be thinking about really the buying power and who's influencing that. Something to think about. The younger demographic on social media is seeing all of this kind of content and then asking their parents to purchase it or go eat somewhere. So keep that in mind. Who are you making this content for? And then lastly, obviously you've been sharing all about your business, what you do day to day, different things that inspire you to keep moving forward, but people also want to see the authentic side of who you are, and a great way to connect with new audiences outside of your current reach without spending much money or having to talk about your business brand or product too much is sharing about you. What do you enjoy? What are your passions, your hobbies, and your interests? So are you a foodie and you love organic food? Can you connect with foodies out there? Are you a gamer? There are 2.2 billion gamers in the world. So if you can connect with someone through a gaming experience and then pull them into what your business actually is, they're going to feel an authentic connection and more inclined to buy from you. Do you love pets? Everyone loves dogs, especially right now. Don't be afraid to show the true side of who you are. And then I'll leave you with this quote here. It couldn't be more relevant to what we're facing today, but change is inevitable. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. So you've got your content maker right here, and you have everything you already need inside of you to make really engaging content.
Right. So thank you very much, Abigail Rose, for your presentation.
Sure.
Bapak, Ibu, you still have something to present? Or hello?
I was just going to say, in case anyone wanted to stay connected with Blended Sense, it's blendedsense.com, and then just click the contact button.
Thank you very much, Abigail Rose, for your presentation.